Hey everybody, welcome to Grod's Dank Weed Humidor. That was suggested by Apodcalypse on Twitter. Next week we're going to be doing another giveaway where the winner will get tickets for themselves and friends to see a show of mine in or near their city as soon as we can arrange it and we can hang out after. Make sure you become a 420 Club member to be eligible for these monthly giveaways. Sign up at patreon.com/gettingdug. Another thing we do is if you're a member, you can watch videos of behind the scenes getting ready for each episode of the show. Hey, you guys. Hey, 420 Club members. Doug plugs. Sunday I'm doing stand-up at Cafe Istanbul in New Orleans at 420. And I've got shows coming up in Tampa, San Diego, New York, Orlando, and more. Go to douglovesmovies.com for more dates, deets, and links. And enjoy the show. And blast off, right?
Yeah.
We're here. We're here in the Space Met. Jon Gabrus and I have our Halloween costumes on.
I'm a 35-year-old douchebag. What are you dressed as?
I'm about to retire douchebag. And you saw the third name flying through space. She's going to be joining us here in a second, I think. And
I'm going to do the polite thing like this.
Hi,
let's stand up like a couple of gentlemen.
Oh, please.
I like that. Very nice.
All rise.
Hey, Bethany.
Aaron Judge.
Bethany Cosentino.
That's me.
Yay.
I'm here, sorry.
You know her from Best Coast, and didn't know, had no idea about the weed smoking. Are you comfortable being on a show like this?
Oh, yeah.
Your
This is my
publicist?
zone.
Less comfortable now since that question.
Right.
Well, I'm
Otherwise,
kind of not comfortable because I don't have sunglasses. Like you
sorry.
guys.
Yeah, that's unfair. Neither of us have eyes.
Just holes?
Well, we were discussing that he's going to be smoking fresh when we start smoking here in a couple of minutes. And I smoked at home before having the car ride over here.
You did?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm weak.
I'm also coming off fresh. We talked about this.
We talked about this
a couple of
outside.
freshies. I like it.
I felt like I
Okay.
had to pace myself.
All right.
So.
Yeah, and
that's
this is the perfect pace.
Yeah.
1 hour of power as you
I've
burn
gotten
through
too
all.
high before the show a couple times and regretted it a little bit, but I'm pretty comfortable here now with everything. And
Yeah, I think the Uber would have been waiting like 40 minutes outside my house if I blazed before I came here. I'd be like, I need like a LaCroix for the car ride.
Yeah.
I'd be like, it's not cold enough. Hold on, I'm chilling in the freezer,
they start now, Uber now, the drivers get to just turn on the meter while they're waiting for you.
I know, and there's some pricks still leave. I don't know why I'm going after Uber right now.
Yeah, some of them still leave, but yeah, it's an interesting, we'll see where that goes, what the rules become on that. I'm on an apartment building several floors up,
Yeah.
so sometimes I can't be right out on the curb when they need me to be.
Plus, the biggest lie Uber ever tells you is your driver is outside.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because they click arrive when they're like a mile and a half away from your house. They have to, because I'm always like, I have so much anxiety about being late. The only thing about me that's unstonery is that I have terrible anxiety about being late somewhere. I don't care if other people are an hour late, but if I,
Speaking of time,
that's all right.
you're
UTA.
You're almost late for
He's
420 somewhere.
Calm down.
Oh shit, that scared the fuck.
I'm the opposite. I'm like, it's not the best trait that I have.
You're often late.
Yeah, like, I feel like I'm better about it now, but yeah, pretty often. More often than not.
I'm married to a late person.
Okay.
So I spend a lot of time fully
You're married
dressed.
to a dead body?
Yeah. R.I.P. hun. She just found out via this stream. Oh shit, I am dead.
We've got a sativa called Blue Skittles.
Ooh.
That is spelled with Z's on both ends. As my friend the Dab Master likes to say, it's because they don't want to be sued by the real Skittles. There it is.
Skittles.
And we've got a indica called Tahoe OG. Yeah, lovely area in the country, and OG. So I don't know how weed in Tahoe could be ocean grown, but whatever.
Is that what OG stands for? Oh, I always assumed it
I
meant
never
original
knew that.
gangster.
Me too.
Yeah.
I
Makes
just
a
thought
lot
that
more
was
sense.
Ocean grown makes way more sense. I'm like, Tahoe, OG. Even how do you have an original gangster from Tahoe?
They just throw them all, there's all hybrids and stuff now.
Yeah.
So you grab any one of these if you want a sativa. They're all loaded up. Any of the
Okay.
Oh, excellent.
any of the pipes out here.
Bethany, can I interest you in first choice?
There's a nice one. I always like to just get.
I
right
can't
into
tell
a
if
bong rip.
I'm like, should I start weird or more mellow and then work my way up?
I say you just spray 10 sprays of THC spray in your mouth and
what
then
is
sort it out
this?
from there.
Oh, I'm gonna go with this guy.
Okay, I'm gonna do this
He
little,
seems cool.
this bubbler here.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
We need these. Do you like cheers? Is it like a cheers sort of
We've
situation?
never really toasted or
I mean,
anything.
we should, right?
I think a
We
cheers is
can.
in order. Yeah,
It will
cheers.
clink.
We're gonna get toasted, but I don't know.
I cheers a joint to my wife's wine glass every weekend. Just a little
Oh,
cheers,
that's sweet.
yeah. As I'm taking time off alcohol.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Also, we were late.
Well, that's because you live on an apartment building on a high floor.
Yeah.
We're just
took me a while to
testing.
get here. To get to the table.
That's an Uber.
Yeah, this pipe works. Yeah, this one works. Got it, guys.
That one's not faulty.
Yeah.
We gotta test them all.
I'm gonna run through it, but yeah, this one's working so far.
You see this little guy? It's fun for Halloween. We got the Scream guy.
Oh
Whoa,
shit.
that's sick.
That's the full-blown Reaper,
So
dude.
we should try to
do the
remember
was
something out of
up.
that today.
We definitely got to do the was up.
Yeah, I think if you blaze at him, his tongue
Yeah.
comes out. That's a Scream, very specific Scream reference.
Since
Scary
this is Bethany's first time on the program, we get to ask you the question we ask all our first-time guests.
Okay.
What's your high history? How did
my whole own high history.
How did it start?
My dad, actually.
Interesting.
Excuse me, I'm doing great.
My dad.
As a reaction to your dad, or like with your dad? Like your dad drove you to start smoking weed, or he helped you?
No.
Yeah.
My dad was a stoner when I was growing up, and as a kid, I didn't like that. I was like, I found my dad's weed. My dad's also a musician, so my dad is really, maybe I just am my dad now, stoner and musician. I was in the garage, and I found a bag similar to this,
Skittles.
And I asked my dad, "What is this?" And he said that it was incense given to him by a friend who is Native American. It was like an ancient, cure. And I was just like, okay, sure. But I was 8, so I was just like, okay, cool. My dad just hangs with
it's
Native
just
American bros and gets ancient potions. I don't know.
It's a plant that makes me feel good. Would have also
Yeah.
left an
Yeah.
8-year-old in the same place.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So
That works for acetaminophen.
yeah. So, anyways, so I think it just I knew what weed was at a very young age as I learned that moment that's exactly what it was. And then I think I just started smoking weed by myself more when I was a teenager, later teen. And then in my 20s, I just got super into it.
That's a good time to get into it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't actually get super into it until I was 25 or 26.
Really?
I smoked in high school, and then I thought I was going to be an FBI agent, so I quit when I went to college.
Just in case.
Yeah, I was like,
Just
I think
in
I'm going to be an
case.
FBI agent. They probably don't want you to have done a bunch of drugs. So I didn't smoke weed at all through college, even though I had given up on FBI. My
Damn,
roommates...
in college, that's a rough time to not be smoking
You
weed.
know what? It's crazy that I didn't smoke weed in college based on how much I smoke now that I'm a 35-year-old
Yeah.
trying to hold down careers. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, I went to a junior college and did smoke weed. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. I was hanging out with some really, really straight edge types.
Yeah, I was young.
We drank like crazy.
We drank like crazy. My roommates, when they smoked, though, were so annoying that I was like, I don't want to be like that. And then once I was an adult and got weed delivery in Brooklyn, I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
This is how you're supposed to smoke,
Yeah,
not with.
when you realize that weed can be a cool, mature, hangout, I get my Postmates and my weed delivered to my
hell
house,
yeah.
and I can eat Pinkberry on my couch and binge watch Netflix. You're like, this is awesome.
That's the game changer because Now, with the legalization and the availability, you don't have to hang out with the kind of people you used to have to hang out with.
Yeah, there's no real happy
Like when I was like
facts
16, it was like, oh, you want to
involved.
blaze? It's like, these are the 3 guys that are going to smoke weed. I was like, oh, fuck no, I'm going to stay over here.
Did someone have a Bob Marley t-shirt?
You know,
and,
like just the 3 guys in your high school smoked weed was a reason
Yeah.
enough to not smoke weed. It's like,
We're not
that's the
talking
guy.
about anybody that watches this show or listens to it. You're the coolest stoners ever.
Yeah, I know.
And we can't wait to hang out with you.
There's probably some high school kid who's like, am I the asshole? Am
Yeah.
I that guy?
Well, anybody has potential to be that person because of the chatty. You know, a lot of people get chatty when they smoke.
Oh, yeah,
You know, and they talk too much. And but at least it's not when drunk people, when you're hanging out with
Yeah.
them, they say the same thing over and over again. Whereas the stoners just don't stop talking and just use a bunch of different words.
Yeah, stoners don't stay on one topic. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm often just like looking in my wife in the eye. I could tell she's completely lost, and I'm like, where did I start this conversation?
Yeah.
She said you wanted tangerines, and now you're arguing over the Blade Runner remake with no one.
Do you not drink?
I do. I do drink, but I
Okay.
used to drink a lot. Like I used
Yeah,
to
me too.
be like the party
Same.
into that, and then I found weed, and I was
Yeah.
like, I feel much better every morning if I'm just
Yep.
super baked.
That's my exact vibe.
I wish I could do
currently.
that. I like alcohol too much still, but
It's hard not to have
I'm getting
beer.
better. I'm doing some nights where I just smoke and don't drink at all. And
Some nights.
yeah,
That's,
those nights.
I'm averaging about 40 a year where I take a night off cocktails.
I was just gonna say Thanksgiving and Christmas.
2 big ones coming up. I gotta take some time off drinking.
That's too much of a cliche to get drunk on those.
Honestly, I feel like with the popularization of LaCroix being a thing,
Yeah.
it's helped me. And I know that sounds like the most like
Basic bitch.
white girl thing I could ever say.
Yeah. No,
Which is
I'm
like-
with you. The seltzer
No.
renaissance has been huge
Honestly,
for
it's
not
helpful
drinking.
in not
yeah.
drinking because you
Yeah.
just pop a cold one of those open.
Yeah, and it's
you
like
chill.
just get high and
Especially
smash
when you're
pamplemooses.
stoned and it's like the effervescence
Oh,
is
yeah.
just like it hits you.
Bethany, I don't want to blow your mind and be this guy, this actually,
no.
mansplaining, but when you graduate from LaCroix to Kroger's brand seltzer, you're gonna really
Wait,
enjoy it.
tell me
Is anyone here
everything.
Kroger's over LaCroix? I'm telling you.
I've never even like the grocery store.
First of
brand?
all,
Grocery-
first of all, it's pronounced Kroigers.
Yeah.
Is it?
As
Kruger.
But you guys know the fucking place I'm talking about, at least.
but
We don't have those on the East
Kroger's
Coast.
is a chain of stores, right?
Yeah, oh, is
But they make
Kroger's-
their own. No, you were right the first time.
Okay, now I'm like completely in my
No, I was
head.
making a joke. Krogers
Yeah,
is
yeah.
a grocery store chain.
Yes.
But they have their own seltzer water.
Yes, and
Okay.
it's for sale at some other groceries. I know Pavilion carries
Okay.
it, and
Like,
Ralph's carries it.
I've seen it.
I think it's a little bit better than LaCroix.
What is it that's like seems better?
LaCroix has just a hint of artificiality to me. You know, like some of the flavors.
Really?
Some of the flavors it hits harder. This is the most fat stoner.
Does this
conversation.
other one?
But cran raz
I
and
love
peach
this
pear,
combo.
they're a little more sweet
I've
than
been
your
waiting my
mangoes
whole
and your
life for this.
apricots. And don't even get me started on the quartes.
Oh, those are
Fuck those.
wait, really?
I don't know. It's not the hill to die
The
on. But
melon, like
yeah, the
pink
melon lemon.
grapefruit?
Yeah.
Dude, that's
I don't
my
like
jam.
those. I
Really?
don't like those. No, there's a little too much going on. And coconut, I think, is for.
Coconut is disgusting.
That's the most polarizing flavor of LaCroix.
That's the one that
What's your
definitely.
most
Most polarizing flavor straight up. You
Yeah.
know, coconut water, coconut milk, all
yeah,
it's like you
some
like
people
it,
it
you
tastes
don't.
like slime to them. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't like any of that extra flavoring. I just I like
You
straight
like
up soda water.
Yeah. I could do that. Squeeze a fresh lime, maybe. You know.
Yeah.
Get your anti-scurvy.
Maybe.
Maybe.
When they go lime or lemon in the bar, I just go no fruit.
No fruit.
Huh. I always go lemon.
I just want a fizzy drink that makes me feel like I'm having alcohol.
Right.
Bitters
That's
and soda.
You
is
know what?
good
Put
for
some
that.
vodka in there is what I finally say.
I want a drink that feels like it has alcohol in it. You want alcohol? Oh,
yeah, let's try that.
Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds like
Give
a
that
good
a whirl.
replacement. Yeah.
All right, we're going to be back with more with Bethany Cosentino and Jon Gabrus right here on Getting Dog with High. We'll see you in a couple minutes. Today's show is sponsored by Stitcher Premium. Stitcher Premium is the only place you can listen to all 8 seasons of my podcast, Doug Loves Movies, and it's the only place to listen to the Benson Interruption. With Stitcher Premium, you also get exclusive access to more than 60 exclusive original podcasts from stars like Jermaine Clement, Issa Rae, and Mark Maron. Plus over 120 comedy albums from top comedians like Aziz Ansari, Louis C.K., and Amy Schumer. That's over 1,000 hours of exclusive ad-free audio content for just $4.99 a month. Start listening now with a 1-month free trial of Stitcher Premium. Go to stitcherpremium.com/Doug and use the promo code HIGH at checkout to get your free month. That's stitcherpremium.com/Doug and use the promo code HIGH. We're back, and Jon Gabrus was just discussing his memory issues.
Yeah.
But do you blame them on marijuana?
No, I blame them on my lack of focus. Like, I feel like I could memorize lines for an audition if I really tried. Because somehow I'm able to memorize the movie Cable Guy by accident, you know? So I'm sure I can memorize 3 pages of, like, yep, I'm the fat friend. Like,
Give us a scene from the Cable Guy.
Hey,
Let me say first real quick. If you're just joining us, Bethany Cosentino from Best Coast is also here as well. What is the deal with, is it just a coincidence that your band and your initials are the same?
It's funny because it wasn't like intentional, but then at the end of the day, like when people started bringing it up, I was like, maybe it was just like a weird thing that I like planned. I don't know.
I said it sounds like, Best Coast just sounds like a 5-year-old trying to say your full name.
That's what people have said to me before.
yeah, I thought
or
Best
like my
Coast
name with
was
a
your
list.
nickname.
That was
Truly,
just
that's
my
why
name.
after a while, when I saw your real name, I was like, oh, so Best Coast is her nickname, and then the band is it's sort of in that situation.
Wait, that's really good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Because it's so
Should I just
similar.
roll with that story?
There's only one other person in the band that gets left out of all of this. Because there's only one other person.
Yeah, so that makes it really weird.
You don't have a whole group behind you going, well, it's got to all be about her.
It's
just
Best
one
Coast,
person,
and hey,
yeah.
I'm over here as well.
Does he smoke weed?
No.
Okay.
He like has before, but he.
It's not his thing.
No, it's not his thing.
When I find actors and musicians and comedians who don't smoke weed, I'm like, what do you like?
Yeah.
That's like the main reason to do these careers is that
I think that
there's
those are the people that just maybe drink more.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there are 2 types of like celeb. It's like you're fucked up in that you're like really into like partying and drinking, or you're just like a weird stoner. But I don't think being a weird stoner is a fucked up thing. I think it's like what everyone on earth should be doing, right?
Yeah, we've
Don't you feel like if we were all
reached that
stoned?
level of Syph where we're going to start saying everyone in the world needs to smoke weed.
You guys,
imagine if Manafort took a rip, dude. How different things would be.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah,
what if
it's
Mueller
true.
blazed, bro? This whole world would be in lockstep,
No, like
bro.
honestly, like I feel like it's just so much more entertaining to talk to people. Because even people that you like have nothing. When I'm on tour and I get stoned and I'm like out in public and I'm in like a fucking Hooters in like Jacksonville, Florida or some weird ass place and I'm like stoned, it's like more tolerable to me.
I like that you go to a Hooters though, because there's other restaurants.
Not in Jacksonville.
No, but see,
It's there or you gotta eat at the Jaguars Stadium.
I love like a good
The next
chain
restaurant's the Hooters about 15 miles down the road.
Yeah, it's up to you. They have great barbecue chicken.
Do they?
No, I don't know.
No, on tour we like to find like a chain because it's just like
Comfort food.
Yeah, it's like, oh, there's an Olive Garden. I'm so excited to eat there. But then in real life, I'm like, I don't want to fucking go to the Olive Garden.
I never eat there in LA because I don't think we have one anymore, but P.F. Chang's is my road jam.
P.F. Chang's is so good.
I think there's one
lettuce wraps.
in the Galleria.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Burbank
I
Mall.
said LA though, that's Sherman Oaks. I'm a Hollywood snob. I don't go over the hill. You know how much it costs to go over the hill in an Uber? You take a Uber.
Oh, with the hill fee.
You take an Uber pool. You stop 10 places on Mulholland before you get to the other side. I don't think they can pick up that many people. I don't think that's in the Uber pool rules.
This is the most I've talked about Uber in my entire life in one run. Is this last half hour?
How do you feel about Lyft?
I use Lyft.
I
Yeah,
use
that's
Uber.
your go-to.
I use Uber even once everyone was saying delete
When
it.
everyone did the...
I secretly was still using it. Yeah.
You scamp.
I had to. Lyft. I think the Lyft drivers talk more.
They sure do.
Yeah.
I think it's
Really?
part of. I think they're trained to say they're supposed to start by asking you 3 questions.
Ugh.
Yeah, I'm 2 questions in. I'm like, oh no, what's
Yeah.
this ride gonna be like?
I could not be more obvious. I like reek of bud. I have headphones, sunglasses.
and they
I'm like,
still wanna
and they're
talk.
like, "Where you headed?" And I'm like, "The arc light. Read the fucking thing, dude."
Oh,
you
you
see a
see it
movie?
a movie.
Yeah, I'm
Which
like,
one?
"Ah," and then I make up the craziest lies. I'm like, I really have to watch this video for work, and then I just like watch Mindhunter on my phone, or like, sorry, this podcast. I'm listening to a conference call. Can
Yeah,
you just shut
that's
up?
how it is on tour because you're like in random cities and they're like, you don't look like a person that should live here. Like I'm in like Sioux City, like Iowa or something, and they're like, what's your deal? You definitely don't live here. I'm like, oh, I'm a musician, and then, oh, my kid plays guitar, and
Yeah. Do you know him?
Yeah, and it's just like I feel like I'm all
That's
of a
like
sudden.
that's the comedy.
Yeah.
That's the comedy thing. Yeah, my cousin took a UCB class.
Yeah.
Do you know him? No, I've never been there. Yeah.
Yeah,
what?
so that's like a little bit of a funny situation is when they talk to you. I also realized I've been holding this for like a good
I love
3
it. That's
minutes.
what's great about having all
No.
these. All
Yeah,
this
no,
stuff.
Haven't
you're
done
never waiting
anything,
on
though.
No one's waiting
I'm
on you
just
to
like,
pass it.
So,
It feels indulgent to like just instead of unpacking and repacking a ball to just like
Just
grab a
go to the
second
next
ball. It feels
one.
like the thing you dream about when you're 16
Oh,
of
wait,
like,
this one's
bro,
cool.
when I'm older, I'm gonna have 12 bowls and I'll never have to fucking smoke ash again. Isn't that the
But
biggest
I'm
change?
still gonna have a rickety as fuck table. You got to stick with some of the basics.
It's true.
Over 1,000 people are watching us right now. Yeah.
All right, yeah.
And they're about to enjoy a scene from Cable Guy.
All right.
Wait, yeah, I got to get ready for this.
Hey, I was just in the shower. I thought I heard the phone ring. Never happened to you. Call me. We'll talk about it. Is one of the few things I can remember at this moment.
Who was that? Matthew Broderick?
No, that's Jim Carrey leaving a series of messages on Matthew Broderick's, and the last one is just, oh shit. And he hangs up.
Wait, can I ask a question?
Sure.
I don't think I've ever seen Cable
Oh, it's
Guy.
a dark movie.
Oh yeah.
Is the premise that Jim Carrey is an actual cable guy that becomes obsessed with like a client?
Yes.
Okay.
So maybe you have
Interesting.
seen it because you just guessed the premise perfectly.
Well, I could like.
I don't think I've ever seen it, but tell me this.
Well, you
is
do-
this what it is?
You
Because I've
do
seen it.
see the image. If you see imagery from it, he always looks
Yeah,
like he's
he looks like he's a little
intimidating and crazy.
Right. Yeah, he's a weird cable guy who's
Okay.
and he's like sort of has no real friends or
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's violent in parts.
Is it a
It's
dark
really-
movie?
It's really dark.
strange
yeah.
movie.
And the like concurrent running story about the Menendez brothers ripoff played by Ben Stiller, and they're like they were speaking a foreign language. I believe it was Asian. They were a different race. They must have been Asian, as the twin brothers lie about who killed their parents.
That's so fun too when you remember something from something that's not memorable to
Right. I know.
most people.
I'm so sorry to these
No, but
1,000 people.
I'm saying it's fun to hear because it's like it's not too many people out there would just say like a very well-known line from the movie.
Right.
I don't even know if there are any from that
That's
movie.
what I'm racking my brain. Bingo, my 3 sons. That's Jack Black says that at one point.
I appreciate it.
Hey, thanks, guys. Anyone else need, non-IMDb quotes? These are just literally the 5 things I remember.
It takes Jack Black way too long to figure out that all the names the guy's using are characters from TV shows.
Chip, what is his name? Chip Lawson or whatever?
All right, this is a fun new segment we do on the show for probably long enough now. I should stop calling it a new segment. I'm going to say something and it'll be followed by a musical sting, and then say and do whatever you want after that. Okay? What percentage? Oh, that's the question. Hey, guys. Marijuana knows something?
And now we're supposed to say or do whatever we want?
You just did.
All right.
You asked a
Oh.
question. I'm going to ask you guys a question, and good luck. I'll try to figure it out with you because I do not know the answer yet. What percentage of the mammal population are bats?
Ooh,
Feels like there's a shit ton of bats.
it's a lot of bats. Now,
Wait.
this is the dumbest question.
The whole mammal
like-
population. So
Is
this
it per bat capita, or is it like species of bat?
Yeah.
Or this is going to be none. They're not mammals. Ha ha.
Oh, right. I hate that shit.
Oh, yeah.
That's like anytime you have a friend who isn't a comedian, they're like, "You're gonna love my friend. He's hysterical." It's the person who just like thinks lying is comedy, like that. It's like, "Yo, dude, I fucking shot a rifle yesterday." "Oh, you did?" "Nah, I didn't."
I really enjoyed your show, man.
Yeah, psych. Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Those dudes are, yeah. Like, oh, I know. Yeah, I'm gonna like your friend. Your friend sounds like a fucking asshole. Who am I mad at in that situation?
The mammals.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
the
The
bat's
mammals.
fault.
Maybe
The
bats
bats.
set you off.
Is the answer mad bats, yo? That's my guess.
Bats.
Hella
I
bats.
bet you this,
Hella bats.
in their attempts to be educational, I don't know if they'd word it like that, but it could be quite a few.
I'll say 16%
Of all mammals.
are bats. Now,
You know dogs and cats are mammals, right?
Yeah. Are we talking breeds, species? Like, that's what I'm
I
wondering.
know, it just says mammals.
Here, so
These things are tricky.
I'm playing the meta game a little bit. The fact that it's even a question makes you think that the answer should be like surprising, right?
Yeah, the answer
So-
should be like, fuck bats.
Exactly.
What if it's like,
That's how many there are.
I feel like it's like 4%.
4%.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
guessing
feel like it's a
14%.
lot.
Yeah, I think it's a lot.
You went to
Bro, I don't know about you, but I leave the house, I see 6 bats, and that's it. So you know, it's all fucking sample
I've
size.
seen,
You
like,
gotta be in
two.
Austin, Texas, standing in the right place at the right time to see bats.
But you would see a lot of them.
I've
do.
seen like 2 in my entire life, and I'm 31, so I'm not picturing that many.
What a blessed life you've had, a bat every 15 years. All right, I'm just gonna say, what was yours, 4?
I said, like, 4.
Okay, I'm gonna say like 1%. I'm gonna go
Okay.
way low, but 14.
14% is my guess.
14%.
Okay, the correct answer is
Damn.
20%.
Yeah!
That's a lot.
I'm gonna live forever!
That's a lot.
There can be only one!
You gotta play the meta game, man.
Oh, shit.
You're answering the questions. I'm fighting the test. What the fuck am I talking about? What should I smoke next?
Yeah, let's get some more smoking going, because I have
I think-
one more brain teaser for you guys.
Do you have anything? You
I
want?
want to do
You want to
this
do that guy? Do you
yeah.
want a sativa or indica?
I'm gonna do this one. You guys wash this since it was
sativa.
in someone's asshole.
Oh.
This is
It's,
dishwasher. Trust me, I have one just like this. This can go in the dishwasher.
You know, not only has that come up on the show before that's what that looks like,
Oh, okay.
I bet you said it the last time you were on.
Is this a pipe
To
too?
be fair, I think I remember last year when I was on, I put a tarp down and pulled this out of my ass.
Oh!
How do you guys forget that?
Is this a pipe? Sorry, I didn't. I just show up. I'm like, psh, psh.
Yeah.
Hey,
Order.
is this a pipe?
It is.
I believe so.
It's
I
a
think
legit
you're
working
the one
pipe.
moving it so fast that I can't look at it. You're like, hey, tell me, is this
What's
a pipe?
this? What's this? What do you think this is?
Hey, man.
Hey, is this a pipe, huh? Is it a pipe? I think it is.
What do you got here? Some kind of mug?
He's like dizzy looking at it.
But this is some kind of mug.
I
It's-
just couldn't tell if
Oh,
this was like
shit.
a
You could
load
prop.
a bowl and also, put a beverage in there. You could do them both in the same thing.
What?
Did you invent that?
No.
I wish you had.
Okay, I'm gonna load this up with some more. Oh wait.
Okay, sorry,
What
I'm
was I
gonna put
loading up
the-
for you?
This
do you
guy,
want-
the
do you-
Oh yeah,
screen
this
guy.
dude.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah.
No, I just wanted to bring this up and ask. some
You didn't want to
questions.
actually blaze out.
There you go.
I just wasn't sure if it was like a prop.
I'm gonna blaze out of this hack joke I made 2 years ago.
I don't think he has a carb. I think you just
Oh, okay.
go
You
for
just
it.
go for it.
I think so.
Let him scream.
I put some indica in this big blue pipe just to mix it up for me a little bit. But as soon as you guys are ready for another question, I'm going to go into the segment. You ready?
Yeah, I'm totally
Okay.
ready.
Marijuana know something?
Yes. Oh, sorry.
So
Yes.
so obnoxious to give people memory challenges and then pass them an Edvard Munch pipe. Where'd it go? Oh, there he
Oh,
is
he's
over
right
there.
here.
I like to keep track of him. He scares me.
Okay. Right here.
You can help me read this. What company is the second largest purchaser of explosive devices right behind the U.S. military? I think I've got it.
All right.
Explosive devices.
My guess is Exxon Valdez. Wait, no, that's just the ship.
A ship.
Exxon.
That ship owns
Is Exxon a hyphenate job? Is
purchaser.
that Exxon Mobil? That's what they're called, right?
Yeah, you think they have the second largest amount of explosive devices?
Hell yeah. But I think if you're fucking playing the metagame, it's got to be more surprising than that.
Right.
Right. So it's Fisher Price.
Sorry, the correct answer is Jimbo Ree. Okay, what do you think?
I have
Bethany's got it.
literally no fucking idea. I can't even think of like what explosive devices are used for
Is it fracking,
outside
man?
of the U.S. military.
Is it fair to say maybe that something that shoots fireworks high up into the sky is an explosive device?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
Where I'm going like
I guess
NFL or
that's
Disney
true.
or something like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
maybe.
shit, yeah.
I like
Maybe
NFL.
fireworks in general might be the answer, right? A firework company?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I
yeah,
guess it
well,
could be
there's
that.
got to be some entity is the second largest purchaser, so it has to be some kind of company. So let's see what it is.
It's gonna be Fisher Price.
Walt Disney World!
Hell yeah!
Shit, dude.
Hell yeah!
Shit, dude. I forgot that one of their subsidiaries owns a drone company that operates.
Yeah, they are the largest consumer of fireworks in the world.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Now I feel bad that we swore a lot during that segment, and the answer's so wholesome. You can find these segments elsewhere on the internet if you want to watch them again.
Why?
Yeah, what?
They do that version where what we're saying is on the bottom of the screen,
Oh,
so
yes.
someone can look at it without the sound on.
Yes. Or if they couldn't hear.
I love it.
Yeah.
One more segment to go, you guys. You're doing great. We'll be right back. Hey, everybody. So that we don't have to do it in the show, I'm going to do it during the breaks. I want to say subscribe to this show if you haven't already, and click the like button as it helps fight against people who flag our videos. And you can also subscribe on iTunes for the audio-only version of the show. And also, our web store is now through villubi.com. We'll put it on the screen, I think, maybe. Check it out. You can still visit us at the same URL, bit.ly/DougMerch. Order your mugs, t-shirts, and blue cards. Get blue cards. We'll sign them, and then the post office will put something right over the signature, and it's a big waste of money. Cards for Hymanity, I like to call it. Thanks, you guys, and enjoy your day. Hey, we're back in the Spacement, the Dab Master General, Dab King, whatever you want to call him, Dab Guy. Taylor RIZZO is here, along with Jon Gabrus and Bethany Cosentino, and we just gave them the news during the break that we were going to force them to do dabs now. But, of course, it's completely voluntary. What's your stand on dabs, Jon?
I'm pro dabs. I don't recommend them for everybody. I don't really do them all too often.
But you'll do one today?
I'll do one today, yeah.
Yay.
They're like shots, like to me.
They are
it's
the
like,
shots of
where
of
it's
weed.
like, I don't want to do shots and then try to play video games, but like today, in honor of the show, I'll rip one.
I like to do dabs when it's almost sleepy time.
Yeah.
And I've got a 40-minute car ride coming up. So I'm going to do a fucking dab. But Bethany has never done dabs. That's kind of exciting, but also scary because I'm no pusher.
Yeah, a little bit.
I feel like I have I really don't get it. Like I don't really. It's like
if smoking
a really
joint
intense,
is sipping wine, that's like a shot of Jägermeister.
Okay, so it's
Yeah,
just like a real big.
And it happens way faster
It's
than
gonna
you can
level
even
you out.
imagine. Yeah.
It's
It's faster than you even think is possible. You're like, well, yeah, I know it's pretty fast when you smoke a joint. Then you hit a dab, and you're like, wow, I don't think I've exhaled yet, and I'm on fire. In a good way, though.
It's more of a,
Positive on fire.
I'm scared of
You really
it.
sold it.
I think I'm scared of it.
but it's not going to do
Super
anything
horrible,
other than
but
get
it's
you high.
nice. kinda
Right,
horrible.
exactly.
Like you're just going to get more high than you would normally off of one hit. But it's not going to it's not a different high. Like you don't do a dab and then you're tripping like you are on acid or anything like
Okay.
that.
Yeah,
just
it's not,
It's just more high.
You don't hallucinate.
Yeah.
I just equate it to sleepiness, and I feel like a lot of hits of a really strong indica kind of are, like 3 indica hits is probably like a dab, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Similar.
A sativa dab, which this is.
All right.
Yeah. But you guys don't need to bother me with the real numbers if you know.
Yeah, please don't.
Can I like watch you guys do it and
Yeah.
then see
Yeah,
how
for sure.
fast it takes until you all start acting?
No, I was
I
actually
would
gonna.
like to know the numbers.
I was actually gonna ask if everyone could close their eyes when I
You
dabbed. So I'd
Do you
rather
have-
have
do
no
you
one
have-
watch.
Is,
please
is,
look
do
the
you
other
do
way.
this?
You can watch.
Do you do the dab thing when
No,
you
that's
take
a
a dab?
separate
Totally optional.
meme for some reason. Yeah.
Oh, it is.
The dab is something
It has nothing to
separate,
do
yeah.
with this. Oh, see, I thought this was like. Okay, I thought that this was supposed to be like the reaction. That's supposed to be like the way that you are when you're like dabbing. You're
No,
like,
were
oh
you-
fuck, man, I'm like doing one of these.
That makes total sense because they kind of roast
Like, I
the.
thought
I
it was
guess
just
so.
like.
Were you more nervous about having to do the dance move after
A little
smoking
bit.
than actually smoking?
Well, I just thought maybe
nothing
it was
to
like
worry about
part
now.
of the process.
Well, now I'm worried that I am gonna do the dab.
Yeah, you might as
both.
well.
Yeah,
you
now I
just be
feel like I
extra,
gotta
man. Just be
Please
extra.
do it. Please do it.
boy.
You want to?
Yeah, can you just do all the work on it for me?
Yeah, of
though?
course.
'Cause I
Oh,
don't-
wait.
I'm
Yeah, you know, he really walks you through it. It's
all right, cool.
really
Because I do not like
very
torches.
gentle.
I
talk you? I'm like a
process.
silent movie director. I'll just talk you through the whole
Oh,
thing.
sure. Yeah, and
We'll
I'll
make
just act it out.
You
Completely.
do it.
You want me to tie her to the train tracks? You said.
Yes, please.
Okay, that's the only thing I know.
Twirl
from
your
the silent
mustache.
film.
I feel like you have to wear the sunglasses while you do it.
might
Yeah,
be a
that
good
makes
thing to
sense.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's really a great idea.
Yeah.
Really protect myself. Holy shit.
All right, so the process is this goes onto the hot nail,
Okay.
and then it all melts on there. A carb cap goes over it, and it creates like a little heat chamber, and everything evaporates in there. You suck it through just like a normal bong. Get super stoned.
Okay.
The only thing I'm afraid of is a coughing fit that leads to a shark. That's like the only thing. That's like the worst possible situation. Like if I'm
Get us
just.
some nose plugs. We'll line it up. We'll get
I know. I planned accordingly. Don't you worry. Nothing's coming.
Yeah, I didn't eat for 2 days.
I'm plastered up there.
So I could do a shit
Imodium
dab.
pills.
I got paper mache wedged in my ass dry. I'm good.
Oh, but you do, when you're finished, you do have to yell Dabracadabra.
Oh shit. All right. Let me go write these down. The dab, sunglasses, dabracadabra.
Wait
Don't
till after the musical sting. Then-
I'm just gonna be coughing and crying. So yeah, tell me when I should rip this.
Go ahead and start ripping it.
Okay.
yeah. It ends up being a really long pull with several stages of what Taylor does on his end. Yeah, keep going.
Keep pulling.
Now you're really going to get it here.
There you go.
Oh, boy, you got it.
I got it.
Now do it. Yeah!
Wow. Yeah. So Taylor, I don't know.
Mid-cough, that was
I don't-
great.
You know, like
So
see what you do. It works. All right. This thing works as well, guys.
what are you putting in that? Is
Oh,
it
God knows.
Like,
What
what
we're
are you actually smoking? Yeah.
This specifically is rosin.
Okay.
Which is basically they take a whole nug of weed and put it between 2 heat presses.
Okay.
And they just press it down, and the terpenes actually melt off of the bud and create this like sort of soupy, buttery
Gotcha.
stuff. And so this is a little nicer than what you're normally gonna get because there's like BHO extractions, which is like you spray butane on nugs and that's what extracts it out. Then
Oh,
you have to
shit,
burn
okay.
the butane off later. So yeah, this is a little nicer way to extract the THC out of the plant
okay.
that they do. But
So
that's
yeah,
it's
the shot.
concentrate.
So now the shot
So it's like-
metaphor
it's just
makes like a
concentrated.
ton of sense.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
like,
taking
okay.
like a gram to the dome, right? Like, or
yeah, the alcohol content of liquor versus
a
having
beer,
light beer
or something. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
I think as long as you learn a lot about it first, you should try any drug.
I guess kind of a. I mean,
That's actually not a bad
Yeah.
rule. It's really not.
yeah. God help you if you listen to the Joe Rogan podcast. You'll be like addicted to like 50 drugs by the end of it. Like if you learned a lot about
Or
it,
you learn which drugs you're not going to get addicted
Right,
to, and then you
that's
just
true.
go
I
hard
think I
after
would be
those.
on. Stay on this show. Save yourself. Just do weed.
You want me to do one
Just
first?
weed. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do it. I gotta
Okay.
be honest with
Okay.
you.
I don't blame you. You got stuff to do today?
Yeah, that's if you have things to do. That's not dabbing is not ideal for me at least.
I don't. I just have like, the thing with me and weed is like when I get too high, I'm like under the table. Like then I'm just like, oh shit,
Like-
I did
like
too
Dave
much.
Matthews?
I'm literally. Yeah.
What does that mean?
I don't know, but
that
I
a
liked
song?
it.
Under the table and dreaming. Is that
Oh,
Dave
I didn't know
Matthews?
that.
Am I just tripping? You lied about the dab, dude.
No, like I have this one very vivid memory of getting way too high and making macaroni and cheese in my kitchen and like
Captain.
freaking out to my ex-boyfriend and like falling down on the ground and just being like, I'm gonna be this stoned forever. So I like sometimes I'm weary of things like this because I'm like, you know what? I'm just not quite there yet.
Yeah, I've never had that thought because I've like wished that I would stay stoned forever.
Yeah.
But I've never
Yeah.
feared being stoned forever.
Yeah.
I know, I say that a lot when my friends are like, I'm worried if I eat an edible, I'm gonna freak out. I'm like, I would
See-
love to freak out.
God, I'm
dude.
searching for that freak out, man.
Yeah.
I miss the freak out.
Yeah, see, I still get that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? Just
Are you into
I'm
edibles
here for
at
the
all?
experience. I do like edibles, yeah. But the thing with me and edibles is like, when I eat an edible, I always almost go into it expecting that I'm gonna get really fucking high.
Yeah.
Because even when they're like low dose or you eat a little bit, you're like, something fucked
Hit you.
up. Like, something's gonna come of this. And so I always go into it with that. But on tour recently, I ate too many weed gummies from Colorado and I got really high and freaked out. And like,
When they're little and chewy and tasty
Yeah.
like that,
I
like,
can't-
it's
I
so
don't-
hard to keep track of.
well, did you guys
how
see the
much to
thing that
have.
said people were scared that they were gonna give kids like weed candy for trick or treating?
Yeah, that's like your fucking aunt is writing the
yeah,
news.
like no.
Right, and also, you know what
person-
that would do to the kid? It'd make him high for a few hours.
Right, yeah. And also, no one's giving, like, the
I
thing is,
imagine
like, no one's
they'd probably
giving away their edible.
Yeah.
They throw up and then
Exactly.
get it out of their system right
Maybe.
away.
Yeah.
No one is throwing away their.
They have the night of their
edibles.
life.
Yeah, it's-
Never in a million
No,
years.
they want them for themselves. They're very
Yeah.
greedy people. They should share with the children. No, not my idea. Don't do that. Don't make me the endorser of that. But you know, you hear stories all the time of people letting their kids smoke pretty young. You know, it's
I think if you give it
Anybody's
the
choice.
kind of same treatment as alcohol, where you're like, don't do this before school, you know, mess with it on the weekends with your friends or whatever. Don't be stupid.
My mom
My
used to like
parents
let
were
us
the
drink
opposite.
wine coolers.
No, I know, but I'm saying by the time I don't have any kids, so by the time I have one of age, it's like weed is going to be so
Yeah, I guess you're
prevalent.
right.
It's going to be a little different.
you want to move forward a little bit. I'm afraid you're gonna knock the set over.
Oh, is that right? Am I not up against a wall? What the fuck is behind here?
You know, it's a little flimsy. But it's also why you hurt yourself.
You know what? I think you said that the last time I was on this.
Really?
No, I'm
Just back up more and more though. But this was happening. You were doing that with your arm.
I was getting into the story, and
And I
don't even
want to
remember
get
what it was
into
at this
your.
point.
I want to get into your plugs, you guys, because
I think I just drank
when the
your
show
water.
ends,
Oh,
we have
did you?
a hard
That's okay.
out.
Oh, okay.
Here, do you want me to drink some of yours? Will that make it better?
Yeah, I think that makes the most sense. We all just like rip the
Why
same
doesn't
tab.
Taylor have a water?
This is bullshit. Taylor. I
John
would
Gabrus
walk if
has
I
a
were-
podcast called High and Mighty,
That's correct.
available on iTunes. And
Yeah.
you're in an
do you
action
want
movie.
to do an episode one day?
Of High and Mighty?
Yeah.
What happens on there?
We choose a topic ahead of time and we just talk about it. It's the most self-serving It's even more self-serving than your average podcast.
You're always high on it?
No, but we can be, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, High and
Depends
Mighty's
on your
not
guest. Is that
It
what
depends on the guest, really. Yeah. Some of them
High and
don't want-
Mighty's not a stoner pun?
It is a little bit. It's a pun on the fact that I'm a stoner and I'm a giant.
Oh, but you're only sometimes high on there?
Yeah. Is that bullshit?
I don't know.
I would just.
I don't know. I'm not saying it.
I'm always
assume-
at
I'll let the commenters say it.
I'm always 4 hours away from being high in either
Okay.
direction, you know?
I assumed when you said that that's what it was called. That was like part.
I mean,
of
that's a
it.
part of it, yeah, but it's not.
Was like you just come on, you get stoned, and then you talk.
I don't want to
half
like
of-
identify myself
it's half of the
as, like,
name.
a
It should be
stoner
half of the
we're like-
podcast.
Like I don't want to deal with the repercussions of being considered like a stone comedian guy. Like that sounds.
Do you want
like a
them to
nightmare.
know your other plug?
Oh yeah, sorry.
My bad. I kind of.
I'm just like all completely on
It's
the
like
set again.
He's like,
suspense. When
"Hold on."
when can I say this?
Oh please, I didn't know you
Because
were.
I'll
waiting.
just lose interest in put the card back down.
I've lost interest in my own plugs. As
You
well.
got an action movie podcast
Yeah.
called Action Boys.
That's correct. Yeah, that's on.
What happens on that one?
That's on Patreon. That's me, Ben Rogers, and Ryan Stanger. 3 comedians. We watch classic action movies and discuss them at length.
Now I'm doing it.
Yeah.
It's hard not to get
Let's just
sucked
take
into
the
this
fucking set
basement.
down, dude. I almost actually fell that time.
Let's do Bethany's plugs. The latest Best Coast album is called California Nights, and it's available now at bestcoast.net. Follow on Twitter. You run the Best Coast account, right? That's you.
It has to because that's
Me.
your name.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
That's what we've established today.
I'm Mrs.
Beyond
Best
a reasonable
Coast.
doubt.
We've retconned the Best Coast origin story.
It's what someone would yell if you're about to get hit by a car and they
Best
want your attention
Coast!
quickly.
What's that girl's name? It's Best Coast. The fuck is that girl's name? Fucking Bethany. Best Coast.
I like Bethany. That's pretty cool.
Who fucking beat you to the? You got an underscore in between the words on Instagram.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Who got there first? Who's
Some
calling themselves
jerk.
that?
Some person that stole my name.
Super not cool.
My born.
That's your
given
birth
name.
certificate name. That's your Christian name.
Burst Coast.
Burst Coast.
Burst Coast.
When I was birthed coast, my mother's placenta burst coast. And born that day was Best
Wow, this
Coast.
leads to a horrible segue. Donate to Planned Parenthood at PlannedParenthood.org.
A brilliant segue or a sick setup? What came first?
That was
Chicken?
pre-planned.
Egg.
I just got the 2-minute warning, and the show gets cut off at the end of the amount of time.
At the end of the amount of time.
Yeah, when the amount of time is over, John, follow me.
I got you.
It's done.
I'm with
What?
you.
Oh shit! I gotta get my sunglasses back on if you're gonna be like that.
I didn't know they were on until that
yeah.
moment. I just touched my face. I was like, oh, it's completely.
It'll
I'm
look
way
like-
less high than I thought I was. I
forgot
thought it was
you
just
had them
red.
on.
Yeah, me too.
It looked like
forgot I
clears
had
back
them.
on. It looked like Bethany has the world's worst security detail.
Mrs. Coast isn't signing anything anymore.
I like actually. If you want to come, that's perfect.
Move
Next
along.
tour.
Ms. Coast is done.
Yeah, we're going on tour. I'm so excited. That's going to be so much fun. And our next show is going to be sometime in November 7th, I think in the 11:15 to 2:15 range. Another midday show. When did this one start? 2:15.
2:15.
So yeah,
I have no
Thank you guys for
idea
being
what time
here.
it is. Sorry,
Oh, yeah.
really? Well, I guess what time it is?
I have no clue.
None at all.
Do you
Remember what
You have
time
no
they picked you
idea.
up today?
Yeah, I think I could parse it out based on what time.
Hold on.
3.
Is it midnight?
Yeah, for sure.
I like that though. 3? Yeah, the exact right answer? Yes. 3:01. What are you going to do? Thank you, Jon Gabrus and Bethany Cosentino and the Dad Master Taylor RIZZO. Bye-bye!
Bye.